everywhere. Awesome.
Yay. Hello, hello everyone. Happy Friday. We're just gonna be working on our MechJam entry this afternoon.
So far, we're just 2.5 mechs into this doll builder. And right now I'm working on the legs and chest of mech number 3, which is the overgrown approach. I'm trying to give him little bits of rust and moss and things, and all of his parts are separated. And we're just going to rig the arms and the head, and then if I get through those, probably hop into reskinning the UI to be more mech doll buildy and aesthetic with a space between every letter. I think Ashley is working on the highlighting the limbs.
Yes, which I have decided to do. Well, so I'm working on a couple things at once, but I'm getting the highlighting the limbs to work so that I can set up these very temporary UI buttons to actually start swapping out the pieces. There's a lot of things that work only on the programmer side, and now I need to make them actually usable by someone playing the game. So starting to just kind of tie all the different pieces together that I've worked on, because they're all separated at the moment. And the first one is to be able to select which body part you want to edit.
So do you want to take over the
Oh yeah, I can
screen for, take a look at
that. My beautiful code. Ignore the commented out part. I've decided not to use engine hacks and decided to do things in a more user-friendly and me-friendly way.
Hey Agent B. Also, if you take over on StreamYard, you'll have to additionally take over on Discord.
I forgot about that. Okay, here we go. So basically what I'm doing, I have since we're going to be clicking on objects in the world space, I've got, sorry about the FOV, I have the FOV zoomed in for the aesthetics of the game, but it affects the editor too. I might just zoom that out for now, because it's not very fun to constantly be in that state. Let's see, maybe 30. What's the default FOV? 60.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll move this up for now, closer to the camera.
Every time I start a new game, I almost immediately drop it back down to like 50.
60s too, yeah, I can. I need to. I'll do like 40. It's a little in between. Okay. Well. Yeah, the other stuff I had staged just for like me understanding what it could possibly look like. But you can
They're
turn
seeing
your
they're seeing a bit of an echo on my end. So I'm gonna mute all my stuff real quick and see if it's coming through me or not.
Let's see. I have you muted. Oh, I wonder
Is your
I think I'll change my audio to just the mic.
Okay.
Okay. How about this should possibly fix it?
Okay.
Let us
Fingers
know.
crossed.
Yeah, fingers crossed. No fix.
No
okay.
fix.
That's weird.
I'm going to go in here.
Oh, Oh, I bet you're getting audio from my screen sharing, maybe? Or, I don't know.
Your screen share should be muted.
Yeah.
Going to mute me. And try speaking through here. Okay, so my audio is coming through Ashley, but it's functioning if you can hear my voice through Ashley's mic. I'll leave myself muted. Quick and easy solution.
Wait, so what happened?
I don't know, and I don't want to,
We're just gonna let
I don't want to look a gift horse in the mouth yet. So
okay, well, looks like we're okay for now.
hey, Luke. Welcome to the stream. We're just working on our mech doll builder. Ashley is working on getting the turn wheel, and it is very, very functional.
I don't know. Okay, I'm not working on that. I already made that. So I need to go to what I'm supposed to work on. Okay, what am I doing? I'm setting up the part clicking system. What I was going to do, I got distracted by the camera, is that there's this mouse raycast thingy. It'll send an event when you like click on something. So then when something's selected, well actually I don't need to do it this way anymore. Just kidding, I do. Sorry, I'm thinking out loud. I'm not good at talking while I code. But I'm doing something. I'm making a part selector, and I'll maybe code a little bit and then explain afterwards. I think that usually works a little better. So let's see.
Okay. I don't know if I want the overgrown mech to have like uber posable hands. I've just gone for gun hands again. I mean, there's kind of a claw on one of them. Uh-oh, Siam is here and he says that there's peak insanity this week. I hope that you're doing well.
Oh no.
I try with this skeleton to get everything to stay at 0. There's always one arm that's just a little bit different. Agent B says, I just realized a lot of work is put into these creations and that's why you're also good at making stuff, and I think that you can absolutely be good at making stuff too. Everything worth doing takes time, and we're just taking our time.
A lot of time. It takes a lot of time. Yeah, anyone can make stuff if you got the time to try and mess up and learn. I still learn a billion things every day.
Siam says he manually wrote memory to a device to restore it. I think that sounds like breaking into a system in much the same way that you are doing right now, actually, with like breaking into our own engine to grab the skeleton.
And then I decided against it. I could still keep trying. We made some progress. But things are weird down there, deep in the engine. Things get a little crazy. a deadly combo. Meanwhile, the games we've worked on are like the little farming game.
Yes.
A doll maker.
We have found effectively a way to make every game a cozy game.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna save and refresh my rig here. Hopefully everything will be nice and flush. Nope. But it's closer. So when the model parts are very thin, I think it really starts to show, and I'll kind of show what I mean here on the main screen. There's nothing to mask the joint with. Like over here I've got a little elbow pad, and as long as you're looking at it from here, you're like, oh, this totally fits. It's totally not crooked. Alright, I'll pass it back now.
Huh.
But that's what slows me down.
Yeah, I'm trying to get like
Trying to get all the joints to match.
joint. Yeah.
Yep. I would love to rig like custom models for people because I think they all have some really awesome avatar ideas. If I had more, if I had 8 arms and infinite time, as it is, I can't wait for these parts of the skeleton to be available for users. It's really cool what Brad and Heather have done though with making the template toys NPCs that you can switch the parts out of. As long as those voxel objects stay within the scale of the NPC template toy, it should do exactly what I'm doing. So if you come to Big Bang and you want to make a cool rig stuff, you cannot do it this way quite yet, but you do have a way to make your own custom models.
Yeah, the basis of this doll building game is remixing their system, which is cool. I was able to add like our custom categories and stuff, and it was easy to read and understand. It's really sweet.
I think we had a little bit of Brad consultation to find out. Thanks, Brad. -2 and it is still like faster than when I'm trying to rig when I'm in Blender and something. Like voxel objects are already very, very easy and fast to rig just because you don't, and I love this the most, you don't have to weight paint anything. I hate that so much. Because there's always like one vertex that just continues to stay.
Do it.
Yeah.
Why?
Just to spite me out of rage. But
That makes me like more angry than like anything else I've tried to do like on a computer in my whole life. It's like weight painting and rigging things in Blender. It just, with my tentative understanding of what's going on in the first place, it's just like so infuriating.
It's so much more pleasant with a voxel object model. You don't have to weight paint, you just assign every body part a maximum value of 1 and then there's no flexing. Unless you want them to have noodle arms, which I mean I guess somebody probably does.
Yeah.
I don't. So. And here I don't even have to bother assigning the weights. It's already kind of just known in the system.
Yeah, that is really nice.
There's a bunch of little things like that that might lead you to think Agent B that it takes me all this time and effort to, but like a lot of stuff is pre-done. And even in the skeleton I'm working on right now, I'm just copying over the previous skeleton and switching out the objects. But hey, the arms are done. Thank you, Luke. I haven't animated any of their faces yet either, but that's on my, if we get through all the other cool fun stuff with the UI, I might come back and animate their faces.
Wow, it is looking really good. The hands are so cool.
Thanks. So like we got the one gun hand and the claw. I might give this, neither of them are actually on the hand bones, because one, you don't need to bend this part on the left. This one I might move over to the hand object. Just depending. I don't think he needs to pick anything up, so I'm not super bothered. Seen so many cool posts over in the MechJam Discord, so I know we're up against some good competition.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Hi,
Hello, Nano.
oh my god.
Oh, precious guest appearance.
She's very loud. It's okay. Okay, you wanna sit here? Sit still.
Is this cat capable of sitting still?
No, actually, more so than the other one. The other one just isn't, which can be very annoying. Nope.
Agent B says, can I join the competitions? Yes, you absolutely can. On itch.io, I believe, /MechJam. I will find the link right here. I think I have it up. Ready to share. And I'll just drop that over in the chat. Check it out. Yeah, itch.io/jam/MechJam4. Luke says there's been some really impressive stuff on display this year. I'm excited to dive into them all. Man, there's one that's making these gray kind of PS1 style monster mech things, and I'm really curious how they're going to be used because I love that PlayStation 1 style low poly models.
Yeah, it's like very fitting for a mech game. That's really exciting.
These ones look really nice. The gameplay snippets they shared too look awesome. Oh, I may have missed those. Are they posting them in the same channel? I'm gonna have to dig around for it because I was checking the works in progress when I saw their models, but now I kind of want to see them in motion. And I like the idea of having the ears be the separate attachment because this is kind of funny.
No, I have the ears as a separate attachment. Oh, my cat is really screaming. So the head, the way the head is set up is it just includes the neck and the head as like a head component. So I just added the ears as an attachment. So there, we can make that little guy for sure.
Yes. Awesome. I think I kept the rest of them scaled to 0.4, which makes it just shy of being able to connect with the ears. They are in the Project WIP forum thing on the Discord. Okay, Project Mecha 06. Okay. I don't think they have shown off any of the gray bio things yet, but plenty of other stuff. Okay, cool. DMM says, I'm surprised you haven't posted a screenshot of the mech kitty to the Jam's itch page. I should make the entry page so we can post some like progress as well there. But I've been just hanging out in the MechJam IV Discord and posting everything I've been working on there. Alright, I'm just going to check the scale of these parts. Okay, 0.4. I know that this is only happening this way because it's mech number 3, and I've started using the previous scalings of the previous models to make this one, so I wouldn't have to rescale or reposition much. But man, just dragging and dropping and having everything line up on the first try here is so nice. Just so nice.
Let's see. Does the So the Coolbot has no head.
Not yet. I've changed my mind on the fact that he probably should have a head. I'm gonna make it a gun head.
Okay, cool. Yeah, no
Somehow.
worries. I'm just making sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, let me just hide these boxes. They're annoying me. And why did they get moved over here? Away. Alright, so we'll get this all set up soon with the buttons, but yay, it's already looking awesome. Oh, oops, I need to take, okay, I'll take the ears off. Yay.
Thanks. Oh, I'll pass the. Here it is. Awesome.
And we can have, I'm thinking also we'll have buttons for like a couple poses as well.
Okay, cool.
But I'm just have it in T-pose for now. Alright, speaking of buttons, let me continue my button work.
Hey Heather, hey Jordan. Just working on our doll builder. Hope y'all are having a most awesome Friday.
Oh, bye Agent B. I just saw that. See you next time. Thanks for hanging out.
Have a good evening. Jordan says he's a little tired, but that's all good. Want to see the awesome stuff you guys have been up to. Oh, thanks. I hope you get some rest this weekend.
Yes.
Okay. I think I'm gonna call this rig done. Enough for now, at least. I'm totally gonna fuss over it later, but I'm definitely ready to head on into UI land.
Yay.
Is there a name for the placeholder objects that you've been? Is it just a placeholder?
A temp. Let me see. I can find that.
Temp. Okay.
They were just called. Where's the temp grid box?
I'm seeing it.
And temp BG panel. But if like, it's so rudimentary. If you want to change the like aspect ratio or whatever the resolution, that's the word I was looking for, or anything, you're totally welcome to it. It's like, it's not set up enough that I'm like married to these sizes or anything.
Alrighty. Let's highlight. I love that you can turn the ground plane off now in the voxel object editor.
Oh, it's so nice. It's so nice for, yeah, like making UI elements. I'm gonna swap it over. Or, yeah, I don't know. What I'm doing isn't that interesting. We can do a swap. Oh, I'm streaming into Discord. But that's fine for now, unless you want to take over.
Sure, but I think you have to close it before I can do that.
There we go.
Let me just move the mirror all the way over here. Here. All right, if I grab the screen back, I can...
Oh, wait. Jordan's muted.
So now I'm understanding the reason why what happened. The screen share was still grabbing the audio, but I think I had only muted. Okay. So what had happened, and you missed this at the start, when Ashley is sharing her screen, I think it was grabbing the audio, and I muted it, but only from myself. So, so I muted myself, so you didn't hear two versions of my audio. So now I know where it's coming from. I just have to mute the stream screen for across the board.
There's so many.
There's so many parts in motion, yes.
Ah.
But we're learning. It's all a part of the process. I think the original look you had there was pretty much on the mark. It doesn't really need much of a change.
Yay.
So I think I will just let this one be what it is. Or maybe just to give the stem something to take up some more space down here, I'll grab a little bit of dirt color. Let's call it nature icon. Grab that thumbnail. And the cute one is also already cute. Can't beat a pink heart.
But if you have a palette or something,
That is true. But like, I think I might give it the cat ears or the cat eyes somehow, just to
that would, yeah, to like wrap it and tie it into the.
yeah.
thing.
I'll experiment here. Is this the same in scale as the other? Okay, so I might scale it in a bit. Almost there. Cool. Got a nice little heart. And now I can just like a little band across the face that our Neko Catbot already has. And maybe draw the eyes back in, not sure. Nah, I don't think that really works. Worth a shot, though. How's it going over there?
It's going good. I'm just getting the kind of button events and selection set up. Gotta get the names and the indexes for these categories are getting written down, so we're getting more solidified on what we're calling these things in the order that they'll show up in, which is fine. I'm calling the first category kawaii, and then cool, and then natural. That's what I have.
Okay. maybe. So I don't think there is one. Okay, I'll start a new object over here for cool guy. I'll just use that to reference the scale. I don't even think I saved Cool Guy's palette. I did not. Nope. That would have been just too much foresight for me. I'm just gonna grab these colors, make a new custom thing here. Did I? Wait a second. I feel like I had so many more palettes on production. Have I just been on content so long that I've forgotten? Or did I lose a bunch of palettes?
Oh no.
I don't think it super matters because I changed opinions so rapidly on color that sometimes I'll set up a nice palette, use like one of it, and then never touch it again. And I'll still wind up like color correcting in the final drawing. So that if I ever try to use the palette to change anything about the piece, it's already like, it's not the same color.
I use palettes on my own stuff religiously just because I have like no concept of color theory and I'm just so scared to stray from it at all because I don't know what I'm doing.
It's a theory. Nobody does.
It's true.
There's a lot to be read into like the moods that colors supposedly evoke, but it always changes. Sometimes from week to year to year, from between cultures. You have like hospital green could be soothing to us, but like disgusting to someone else. It certainly disgusts me because it just looks like kind of a, it looks like a sick color.
That definitely makes, I mean, that's like, I'm a musician and that's how music is too. It's like, there's no right or wrong at all. I'm like so against that. Like you can study this and that and there's like things, there's value in it. But at the end of the day, it's like culturally and how you're feeling and what you're portraying, and there's just like a trillion things that can go into that. I just don't have the eye for color, where I feel like I can make decisions that would be good. I just don't have a lot of expertise in that world.
It's all good. I think I have friends that like went more into graphic design that could probably pick better colors than me at any day of the week. That I like may or may not have received a huge like entire design course worth of PDF books from a friend who was like, I can't afford to go to the school you're going to, but like if you happen to have
Whoa.
some notes he would like to share. So that's kind of how we stayed in touch. We just sort of like, school books are expensive and information should be free. So
That's cool.
yeah. DMM says, Ashley, if only you knew someone who could help you with color theory. Hold on, I'm gonna look around the room and see if I can.
Are they in the room with us now? I did make this necklace recently, the other day.
Awesome.
And
Let's
I
see if I
got
can see
the
it.
colors. Let's see. It's like pink and blue
Cool.
and green. I don't know. My friend had a bead party where she's just had a billion. I guess she's like an artist and she makes a bunch of really cool art all the time. But she's collected like 1 trillion beads throughout the years, just like boxes and boxes of beads. So she had a bunch of people over to use them because she was like, I'm just hoarding these at this point. Let's all make necklaces and jewelry and keychains and such. It was a fun idea. It was really fun.
That's awesome.
And that I never even thought about the fact that you can just make jewelry. You don't have to buy it. You can actually make it. So now I know that.
Some of the best acts of rebellion in art are just people sharing that, like, hey, I can make this thing if you can make the other part. So I'm all for that kind of thing. And it's a cool necklace.
It was really fun to make. I'm gonna start making more, or like earrings or something. I need to go to Michael's or whatever craft store.
DMM says, I genuinely think it'd be great to run a workshop on color theory and putting a palette together. Yeah, I like that idea. Now I'm thinking of it. Setting up an environment, committing that into a palette, and then going in, making a few objects that should look good in that environment. Using the palette that we make. I can kind of see how I would do it.
That would be really fun.
That is going on my list. Also, I don't know if you're super big into thrifting. I love thrifting. But, oh man, the alarms are going off. Hold on.
Oh no. It sounded chaotic.
The world is always ending in Montreal. Don't worry about it. It's okay. But yeah, if you're looking for beads, buttons, things, never pay full price for a button. You know, you don't have to do that. Just go to the thrift store. There's like so many old ladies with just bags of buttons. They'll probably just give it to you.
I'll keep that in mind. There's this thrift store near me that's like in an old church. There's just like this old church that's kind of falling apart, and then the whole thing is just this giant thrift store full of like just little knickknacks and all sorts of random stuff. And it's like whenever I'm like bored, it's like 2 blocks away, and I just go wander around. Sometimes they have really good records, but I've gotten a lot of like beautiful little goblets, like glass
Awesome.
ware that's so gorgeous and costs like $1.
Okay, it could be 1 voxel higher, which is good because I wanted to put a little bit of the kind of gold trim up and above here. Well, if I correct the mirror, that's right. I can't really blame the city. There's been like some really wacky weather going on, and I'm about to go out into it because it is anniversary day for me. Yeah, so we're going out to a nice restaurant, and I really hope the city stays intact long enough for us to go to a nice restaurant.
I hope so too.
Eat a nice meal.
What kind of restaurant?
I may have talked about this one before. It's called La Louisiane, and it's one of the few places here where I can get some southern down home food that is something I miss sometimes. Just some things like red beans and rice, etouffee, stuff like that. Hush puppies. I miss hush puppies.
So good. Wow, that sounds like a really nice time. Congrats.
Thanks. Simon says, hush puppies always make me think of sneaky puppies. I don't think puppies are capable of sneaking.
All I've been doing over here in coding land is coding things and then deleting them and realizing I can do it in like one line. So that's how things are going on my end. But
That's
it's
awesome.
going well.
You wanna take the screen over and
Yeah, sure.
talk a bit about it? I'll drop out of here.
So,
TMM's gift.
Oh my god. So I'm just setting up how the button events are gonna work. So the buttons are all gonna be the same no matter what category you're on. Basically, you'll pick if you're editing the arms or the legs or whatever, and then you'll just click which little category you want to change into. And so when you click a button, it's just going to send the button ID, and the button ID will be the name of the style. And the styles are held in this little array. And when you send an event, it'll look up if we have if we're sending a style event, and then if we are, we send that event to our appearancinator and swap out our appearance, hopefully. That's what should happen. So now I just have to go about getting it tested. So on part selected is the only thing, but I will just hard code this for testing really quick and just set it to arm. Okay, let's see. First of all, make sure the appearance. Oh, so it's at 1. And I'm not even sending an event name. Okay, set appearance. We send the property name. I think that should be right. And then the value. Okay. So I don't know how to spell well enough. I have to copy and paste the word appearance. But that's okay. That is set up properly.
There's still depth being shown from the camera. I'm thinking of giving them like a floor within the same object, of like making a little diorama of wall plus floor for them to be on.
I think that would be cool. Have a little. What's it called 3 times?
I don't think I can mute your stream for other people
Oh,
through
more audio.
Discord. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I can just. I don't. How do I mute my stream but not my voice? I don't know how to mute my stream. Yeah, I don't know how to do that, unfortunately.
I could take a look if I can try to share my screen real quick and see if I see some settings.
Yeah, sure.
So, are you picking screen share applications or screen share screens?
Oh, so I should just do screens. Yeah,
that might help a lot. Yeah.
Okay, I will.
So the story is that like as long as she's sharing her whole screen, it might be grabbing the audio from her whole setup. So we're gonna try to fix that. All right, so maybe that will be better. Awesome.
There we go. That didn't do cool. But it did something. Okay, quite. Oh, cool is not set in the UI. Yay!
Awesome.
Except.
Why is the leaf just hanging out?
Oh, I changed the name of the icon.
Oh.
So the parent is wrong. There we go. There we go.
Awesome.
Although it's in the wrong order, so I'll need to know to remember that. I'll just move it over to the next one. This one is cool, that one is not. Sure. What is... Oh, I guess cool will just look somewhat reminiscent of that robot as far as the
yeah.
icon goes.
So there are a few new icons to swap out with. There's not much change in the original to the new ones, just like unifying the scale mostly. So the other ones are called much the same as cool icon, cute icon, or nature icon.
Gorgeous.
Where's the background panel appearing?
The name of the voxel object? Or wait.
The purple block. I'm trying to see where it shows up so I know what to make it look like.
Oh, I hid it because it was really ugly.
Oh, okay.
So this is just, I just have it for like as a background for where our little selection zone will be.
Okay.
So it can really be anything, or we can have nothing behind the boxes. I'm not sure if you have like a
This
vision
might,
in mind for how the UI.
it may or may not be necessary depending on how complex the actual background of the game is. If it becomes like a lot of visual complexity, then helping it have that box to separate it could be nice. So maybe I should kind of set up the scene a little bit before further going into that. Let me try that.
And so the features that's what I'm calling like auxiliary stuff. Those are template references, so we can kind of just make them whatever we want, and they'll just object to slot themselves wherever. So there's no, like the first one is the ears, but we can just make them anything. So there's no restriction to like where we have to place those.
Yeah.
I'm not seeing the overgrown thought arms.
I wonder if I may have changed their name. Let me check on the names. Yeah, I just didn't rename them.
Oh, cool, no problem. Oh, it's just cool bot. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I did that the wrong one.
Now it should be a bit better. Make this kind of checker grid stuff so that I could have a light fixture in the library gallery game that I was working on. But I think it kind of lends itself to being a bit sci-fi backgroundy if I just mess with the emissive. So I'm going to check on that.
I can definitely see that.
It's an idea. I want to make something kind of like a lab. So what's a lab gonna have? It's gonna have like a whole bunch of buttons and dials and levers that do stuff. screens floating around with just random bits of text going around on them. Graphs
Things.
that nobody without, 15 pairs of eyes is going to be able to keep up with. It's always like 15 floating screens. Okay, I'm getting the picture in my mind. I'm gonna start making some objects. I think I'm just gonna steal the basis for the weather machine that I was making. Is there some cat shenanigans going on?
My cat just looks really cute right now. She's sleeping on top of my suitcase that I still haven't fully unpacked. It's cute. But let's see. What was I doing? Oh yeah. Why is this
What's it looking like?
Oh, it was just like cutting. It's like cutting off the first letter. Oh no, that's a colon. Why is that there? That's weird. Okay.
This is honestly just making me want to make more furniture for like Pocket Garden.
I know, wait.
Now I'm like, I could make a sci-fi set.
Oh, that would be. We could just use stuff from this and then have it as like a sci-fi.
That's what I'm
expansion.
thinking.
That would be really fun. We should do that. I need to do that this sprint anyways, and the sprint ends in a week, so I have that plan in. That sounds fun.
Awesome. So that's probably gonna be what I do. I'll make it like Pocket Gardenable.
I was
And
gonna
just translate.
because I was just gonna put back in like one of the old furniture sets.
It definitely feels like somebody should be able to press this button, but I don't want to get rid of it because it's a nice button.
Yeah, I'm gonna swap it out. Well, I can use this button. Here, we can swap out in Discord as well.
Okay. Every time I look over to Discord, I'm seeing that little dog boot scooting across the carpet.
Same.
DMM says, sorry, I'm not sorry. Don't be. It's brightened my day. Oh, okay. I had this one like set way back so that things would spawn here in front of it. But that's not a thing anymore, so I'm getting rid of that. I'm gonna center this back up. And some of these screens are going to be tall, and some of them are going to be wide. And I don't actually think any of these should be in the same object now that I'm thinking of it. So I'm going to finish this and then I'm going to immediately delete it. Yeah, okay. Because I want them to be like floating screens with some opacity and emissive and all that kind of stuff. Just call this science panel. Or desk. I don't know, this thing that's covered in buttons.
Science.
Science thing. Some walls. I have any easily applicable wall. got to have this in some kind of tentable version, right? Because if this were like bluish, that would be perfect, but I don't think I do. Luke says you can never have enough buttons on a science thing. That's true. This cat has guns all of a sudden. I wasn't ready for that.
Oops. It's funny how when you're like working on something, you just like forget to like realize what's going on. And suddenly there's just like a cat with gun arms, and you're like not even phased.
So I was like looking at background object potentials, and then suddenly the cat draws guns. It's just immediately threatening. Siam says it went from 0 to yeehaw. Oh no.
Yes! It worked.
Hey!
Yay! Except for... Okay, now I just... Okay, yeah, that one has no face. That's okay. I need something to indicate the... We'll make some little particle effect or some sort of something to show what body part is chosen. Except where's the natural stuff? What have I done with that? Did I make the name wrong? Let's see. This one's called Nature. That's my issue. Okay, I'm changing the name from natural to nature. No. To natural, from nature to natural. This only affects me, but I'm saying it out loud. There we go. There we go.
Nice, nice.
With the
Awesome.
Well, I don't think it's networked because it's showing up the head on yours for some reason. I don't know. Maybe it's not
seems
loaded in yet.
Oh, the overgrown head.
Yeah.
Yeah, it might not be showing up yet.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Okay, so I'm just gonna grab that wall that I picked out and we'll make a tent friendlier version of it. And if I haven't talked enough about my new favorite thing, offsets, or voxel object offsets within the game. For the bottom and the top part of the trim, I'm just going to make them a separate object and layer them back on so I can have two tentable pieces. So there you go. That's how you get multiple open air quotes materials on your object. Save all the parts out as a separate object. And just layer them back up. Ooh, I could count all these voxels back out to make sure it's still 40 by 40. But I'm just not in the mood to spend my stream time counting a 1, 2, 3. But this is what I spend a lot of my time off camera doing. Just making sure everything is exactly 20 or 30 or 40 voxels.
I'm gonna steal the camera on stream for 1 second.
Yeah, go for it. Go for it.
Just because I like this guy.
Oh my god. You want to take over the Discord?
Yeah.
Okay. This is great.
This is my robot. I'm very proud. It's so cute. Aw.
Excellent.
Alright, I'm gonna just set up. I need to do the. I need to handle the accessory, but I think I want to. I want to make the poses so bad because I want to do it. I want to pose them, but I should probably work on something more important first. So I will rein it in.
What's next on the priority list?
Get this UI flow to show up, like you enter this mode from a different mode, so you'll have to interact with NPC. There's honestly lots to do. I'm working very slowly. But yeah, the whole NPC dialogue is still just restricted to in the console, so I could start making some UI for that, and then we can connect the button to this flow and have 2 separate phases of the game.
Alrighty. Well, I can already see that I'm going to be jumping into the mood box for a while. As the default lights, I think, add a little bit of yellow, and I kind of want everything to be very sci-fi-ish. So it's gonna start getting more neon-y. I think that's gonna be what I should do next.
Maybe. So I'm thinking about the customers. Maybe your customers, you get the customer UI from interacting with like a computer.
Yeah.
So you have a little bit of free reign to walk around your little like studio office, and then you click on the computer and it'll pop up like customers, and then you just click on order, and you can like chat with the customer when they say what they want, and then you enter the mech creator and then send it off.
Okay.
We could. I'm
That
just
sounds good.
thinking about like how the beginning, like how do you, like is the customer gonna have like a model of like a whole?
I could make some NPCs using the pieces from just the character creator for now, to have some placeholder people that visit the store. And yeah, I would say just have their, like, from the chest up, appear at the bottom of the screen with like a text box if it's easier to do.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what's the easiest for both of us to like randomize their appearances, and like what we want the view to look like from when you get a customer.
I could just make them in like flat drawings of their like faces, so it really just is like a UI element with some text that happens.
Would that take too much time to make?
If I make a base face and just build out like a few variations off of it, it shouldn't take too terribly long. I mean, I'm already 3 mechs in, and the background is going to be just this kind of one window, really. So I think there's enough days that I can spend a good bit of time on the look of the actual customers, and yeah, I can see that. Like just the flat version of their face, like a little drawing, flat voxel drawing of their face, some text, and I could have a randomized chest object as well. So like evil scientists, if you wanted to do that, have like confuse their personality, so that you can't just go off of looks. Have the evil scientist head on a, I don't know, K-pop fan t-shirt.
Yeah, that sounds cool. So then this would be like, that would all be 2D, and then we wouldn't have like people that come into the store. It would just be interacting with the UI.
Yeah, if it's easier to do on your end. Otherwise, like, we could just have them be people you interact with.
Yeah, I'm just thinking of what would feel better and time-wise makes sense. I mean, both of them are doable. It would be more work to like randomize entire avatar, like people, and
Right,
have
okay.
them, like, show up in the store, but it really wouldn't be like horrible.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I need to like, I'm just thinking about how each would like look and feel.
Right. Could we have it so that the camera can kind of move between two little scenes, where one is player is standing in front of NPC who walks into the shop, stands still, and then starts popping up dialogue at the bottom and has the interaction that way. And then once you're done with that scene, you click like go into doll maker, and then the camera just pans left to our
Yeah, that's totally doable. That would be kind of fun. Like a little cutscene. It just has the same cutscene every time.
Yeah.
Someone just like walks in and
Yeah.
their like dialogue pops up on the screen.
Because then we could have 2 cutscenes, like the start of it where you're having the dialogue with them, and then that dialogue note follows you into the either follows you into the doll maker screen, or you just have to remember it and good luck.
Yeah, I kind of want to do remember and good luck, because otherwise it's really easy. Like
that's true.
Like it's not like we have a ton of categories. Like we're not gonna have like 50 things to choose from. So
that's true. I like that too then. And yeah, we could have the second cutscene be what happened if you succeeded or failed.
You, the mech, and the NPC all together, and then maybe they just choose from. We can just give them a funny skeletal animation and then some. There's already some text if they're mad at you. That's all set up. So that sounds fun. I'll just add skeletal. I'll just add I'll add some of the skeletal stuff to the dialogue system, so that we can randomize or at least like tweak some of that if they're mad at you or whatever. That sounds fun. Okay, I like that. So 2 scene areas, like 2 cameras, dials, and then 3 phases, game phases.
Yes.
That's fun. That makes sense in my brain more. Also, like having it stationary, so you don't have to like walk up to them and then like they need like to have any smart behavior. Like it's just already hard coded in. Cool.
Awesome. We got a plan. So I think you mentioned earlier that you might have to dip out early for an errand, and I won't keep you too much.
Yeah. So I'll probably dip out for that. I'll definitely I might do a little bit over the weekend, but probably just stick to finishing this up early next week.
That sounds awesome.
Pretty busy over the weekend.
Cool beans. Well, I want to thank everyone for coming to hang out for the stream. And I think we've made a good solid bit of progress. We got, we're starting into the background. We got some base UI, 3 mechs, and a plan.
I'm so sorry if you can hear my cat just meowing like over and over. Stop! Why? Okay, she stopped.
Awesome.
But yeah, thanks everyone so much for hanging out. We've got a little basic sketch of what things are gonna look like. And we'll keep on this, working on this. We'll be finishing it up on stream next Wednesday. But we'll definitely have some new stuff to show between now and then, so that'll be fun.
Yep, stay tuned. And have an excellent weekend, everybody. Goodbye.